Okay, just click this file, ito, the new, then name your project as login step. Okay, then next, no, dito kasi, gagamit tayo ng tatlong window. Okay, so next, no, click natin yung arrow, ito, and then click the SRC, right click and then new, then other, and then select natin yung window builder, ito, and then select the JFrame, then next. So, for the first window, so gawa tayo ng login window. Okay? And then finish. Click finish. No? Okay? Ito yung first window natin. Now we have the login window. And then next, no? Same lang siya kanina. Just right click this one. Then window builder and then JFrame and then click next. And then name it as registration window. And then click finish. Okay? So for the for the last window, so click SRC and then new, then other, and then same thing kanina. Now just click next and then name this one as dashboard window. Okay, and then click finish. Yeah. So now no, we have created a three windows, no? So login, registration, tsaka dashboard. Now, ang gagawin natin, no? So, kailangan nating design, no, yung mga each window na to. So, first, no, uh, we go to the login, no, login window. Just click this design, no? Okay. And then, ito yung interface natin. So, dito, para makapag-insert tayo ng mga palette, no, or yung mga tools natin. Okay. So, just click mo yung absolute layout. Then, i-apply mismo sa mismong JFrame natin. Okay. Yan. Then next, no, create na tayo ng components, no, or tools na ilalagay natin dito. Okay, first, no, glabel. Yan. So, design na natin yung login natin. So, username. Okay. Then, just copy this one. Then, name this second label as password. Okay. And then, dito, maglagay tayo ng text field. Okay, just drag and drop. Yan. And then, for the password naman, no, is password field naman. Okay. Okay. And then next, create tayo ng button, no, for login and register. So, hanapin natin dito si G button. Ito siya. And then name this one as okay. And then copy. Then name this one as register. Okay. So, dito kasi, no, gagamitin natin si register button, no, para makapag-link tayo kay registration window. Okay, ito. So, as you can see, wala pang palette, no, or wala pang component si registration. So, dito maglagay tayo ng halos same lang kanina, no, kay login. So, first, no, we have to uh, insert, no, a username. Yan. And then, copy natin. So, dito kasi, hindi pa naka-insert yung ano, hindi pa naka-apply yung host root layout. So, ang gawin natin, no, just click this one and then apply natin. Okay? And then, copy natin yung mga kanina. Okay? Then, next, no, for the password naman. Okay? And then, confirm password. Okay? So, name this one as confirm password. Okay, yan. Para hindi siya mahaba. Para magkasya siya, hit natin. Then next, create tayo ng isa pang label or another label, no? And then name this one as first name. Then lagay natin dito text field, no? Kasi hindi pwede dito yung password field. Okay? And then first name and then last name. So modify this one. So first, mali pala. Okay, first name and then last name. Okay, natin ang colon. Then next, so create pa tayo ng isang label. So for gender naman, okay? Okay. And then for this one, no, ang gagamitin nating component is a uh, radio, no? Radio button ito. So dito, so lagay natin dito is una male. And then for the second one, we have the female naman. Okay. Yeah. Next, no? For the birthday naman. So just copy this one. And then change natin yung text, no? To birthday. Then, medyo mahaba yung text natin. So, pag sinabi nating YYY, no, ibig sabihin, no, ito yung year. Okay? And then the M, ito yung month. And then the double D, no? This is the day. Okay? Then click OK. Okay? And then next, no? Actually guys, mga text field to. Mga text field, no? Kay password kasi, hindi text field yung ginamit natin. Ang ginamit natin is password field. Okay? So next, no? Okay, baba lang natin ng konti ito. And then for the button naman, no? So just copy this one, no? Kay login. Then paste natin dito. Okay, so change this one as register. And then back to login, no? tapos na yung registration window natin. So now proceed na tayo kay sorry, kay dashboard naman. Okay. So kay dashboard, dito kasi no, dito mag-display yung mga information na nilagay natin, no? So dito magpo-prompt no yung mga information or yung mga data na in-insert natin kay registration. Okay, so dito gawa tayo ng ano. So click muna yung absolute layout and then apply natin. And then next no, so mag-create tayo ng glabel. So first we have the username. So username, isa na lang. So you have the username, no? Para isahan na lang. First name, last name, and then gender, and then birthday. Okay? And then click OK. And then right ayaw. Okay, hindi siya pwede. So, isa-isa na lang. No? So, glabel, we have the username, then you have the first name, then we have for the third label, we have the last name, okay? So, last name, and then for the fourth one, we have the gender. So, gender, last name, okay? Then next, no, create tayo ng button, okay? So, this button, no, is for logout, okay? So, button, ito siya. So, dito kay dashboard kasi, sorry. Dito kasi nilitaw no yung mga data no na in-input natin kay registration. No, para siyang account name. And then dito you can log out no. Meron siyang alert box dito na magpo-prompt. Okay? So next no, since tapos na yung interface natin, so proceed naman tayo no sa ating database. Okay? So dito, no? So ang gagamitin nating database, no? So we will be using the Microsoft Access, no? So click this one. So dito mag-create tayo ng database, no? And name it as login system. Okay? And then create. Yan. So dito under ni ano ni sa database natin, no? So create tayo ng table. just right click and then design view, and then name natin yung table natin as users. Okay? And then dito, no? So mag-insert tayo ng mga field name tsaka data type. So the first one, you have the username, and then next we have the password. Okay? And then next, we have the first name, and then last name, and then gender, and then birthday. Okay? Then next, no? Then next, i-set natin yung mga data type nila. So, username, no? Short text, and then birthday, date and time. Yeah. And then, save this one. So, dito, no? Para makapag-connect tayo, or para may connect natin yung dalawang application, Java tsaka MS Access. So, let's copy muna yung source code natin. Okay? So, for the login window, no, just copy this one, no, para ano. So, let's say, ready-made na yung system natin, no. And then for the registration naman, no, just copy this source code. Okay? Then, uh, then for the dashboard naman, just copy this one. Yan. So, as you can see, no, sa backend natin, so meron tayong database connection URL. So, ito siya, no. Sorry. Dito kasi ito yung gagamitin nating file path, no? Para malink natin yung database natin, no, kay MS Access. Okay? So kanina ang kinrate natin ito. Okay? So we have created this one, yung database na to. So ngayon, no, hanapin natin yung file path ni ito, yung nasa MS Access na to. Okay? So now, ang gagawin natin, no, so we have to find the document. So yung document natin ito siya, no, under siya ni, so from this library, no, so under siya ni documents. Okay? So dito, no, para makita natin yung file path ni ito, si login system, no, just right click this one and then properties. And then dito guys, no, makikita nyo yung location ng file ninyo. Okay? So as you can see, ang name ng file natin is login system. And then ito kasi depende sa desktop mo. Kasi ang name ng desktop ko is Kennedy. So, no? So, depende. So, it doesn't mean na ito yung nilagay ko, no? Ito yung lalagay ninyo on your database connection or file path na ilalagay ninyo on this URL. Okay? So, ito yung file path natin. Okay? So, as you can see, tama naman yung file path natin. Ito siya. Okay? So, we have the login system, the name of the file, and then yung location niya is nasa documents, and then ang name ng desktop ko is Kennedy. Okay, so we use this API. Okay? So, try nating i-run, no? So, So dito kasi pag ni-run natin 'to, just select ano, just mag-select ka lang ng ano, ng, isang window. So ang ise-select natin is yung login window. Yan. So as you can see, no, let's say mag-insert tayo ng sample data. So wala pa siya, no. So, yan. So ito, then mail. So as you can see, wala pang ano, wala pang nangyayari. So hindi pa nag-manipulate yung mga data natin. So dito, mag-apply tayo ng mga libraries, no? Sorry. So mag-apply tayo ng mga API, no? So by using the JDBC. Ito kasi wala pang API ito. So ang gawin natin, no, just click yung login system and then right click and then select no yung build path and then select natin yung configure build path and then i-press natin yung class path ito and then add external jars ito. So ito kasi guys no, na-download ko na. So ipo-post ko na lang siya no sa ating G Classroom. So ito yung API na gagamitin natin. Ito yung gagamitin natin no as the connection no para magkaroon tayo ng connection or para magkaroon tayo ng bridge no kay MS Access and kay Java. Okay? So dito, i-click natin yung ano, yung lib ito. So just select this for file nito, yung mga jar na to, and then open. Then next no, mag-add pa tayo ng isang file and then select natin yung ano, yung you can access no ito. And then open and then apply and then ito siya, apply and close. So next no, i-run na natin yung UI natin. So click this one and then run as Java application. So try nating mag-register no. So NLD then Ken then Ken. Okay. Then main then. So as you can see, hindi pa siya pwede. So ang gawin natin no, so we have to close muna to. Okay? Then, then run natin ulit. Then, and then i-open natin ulit no, yung file natin. Then enable content. Then balik tayo dito kay register. And then register natin. So as you can see, no, registered na yung input nating data. Okay? So dito, no, uh, we can log in na. So by typing no yung username natin which is Kennedy, then yung password natin is Ken. Ito siya. So ito na yung dashboard natin. So ito yung lilitaw mismo. Okay? So ito yung dashboard natin. Okay, dito kasi kay MS Access kasi masyado siyang sensitive. Okay? So check natin kung pumasok yung mga data natin, no. So just click this one, ito siya. So pumasok yung mga data na nilagay natin. Okay? Dito kasi sa backend natin, no, sa backend, no. So ito. Actually mga predefined sila, no. So dito kasi gumamit tayo ng database URL, no? Gumamit tayo ng mga SQL, yan, no? And then we use statement, no? If in case na mali yung mga inputs natin, merong lilitaw na message, no, or dialogue. Okay, ito sila. And then next, no, and then also we use also the database URL. So we use this syntax, no. So we use SQL command, no, para ma-insert natin yung mga data natin, no, from the users ito. So username, password, first name, last name, gender, birthday. So lahat ng mga to papasok to kay database ito. Okay? And then also nag-implement din tayo ng mga getters, no? Pag sinabi natin getters, no, sila yung kumukuha ng data, no, from the registration. Okay? And then ito yung mga code natin, no, sa mga component na nilagay natin. Okay? And then this is the dashboard naman. Okay? So ito siya. So we use this syntax, no, para makuha ni dashboard yung mga data natin, no, from the registration window. So we use this syntax. Okay? Yan. So try pa nating mag-add ng data. Let's say for example, so ito guys, no, dito kasi nangyari kasi unlike dati kasi yung na-discuss ko, no. So static sila. So wala silang databases. So hindi tayo nag-implement ng mga server. So ito kasi meron na tayong server. Okay? It means kahit i-close natin yung console natin or yung application natin, no, still kay dynamic, no. So nandun pa rin yung mga data natin. Nasi-save pa rin sila. Unlike kasi kay static, no. So wala tayong database. Usually during runtime nagkakaroon tayo ng database, no. Nasi-save yung mga data natin. Pero once na kinlose natin yan, no, mawawala yung mga data natin. Because yun nga, wala tayong storage or server. Okay? So, try pa tayo ng isang, mag-input pa tayo ng mga data. Let's say, admin, no? So, admin, then, one, data close. Then read, and then, 5. So, as you can see, we have created, no, another information. So, yung username natin is admin and then the password naman, no, is admin. So, admin, yan, login. Mati pala. So, successful na yung credentials na nilagay natin kasi nga nakapag-register tayo. And then, check natin yung database kung pumasok siya. Dito kasi masyado siyang so hindi siya real time. So para makita natin yung mga data na nilagay natin, no, just close this one and then open it again. Okay? And then click natin. So as you can see, pumapasok na yung So pumasok yung mga data natin na 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 in-input natin, no, kay registration. Okay? Dito kasi uh, we can delete eh. So once we delete, no, yung let's say for example, gusto mong palitan yung password mo from admin, change natin siya to user. Okay, just save this one and then punta tayo dito, no? So try nating ulit yung kanina. Let's say admin, then admin ulit. So as you can see, hindi na siya valid. Kasi nga, nag-modify na tayo or pinalitan natin yung data natin, no, from the database. So try natin yung user. Yun. So as you can see, nakapag-login tayo. Okay? So ganun yung ganun yung dynamic UI, no? Or dynamic database, sorry. So kay dynamic kasi, uh, we can or merong data manipulation. So kahit naka-close yung application mo, still no, you can retrieve, no, or you can login pa rin. Unlike kasi kay static, no, nagkakaroon lang ng data manipulation during runtime. But when we close, no, yung application, nawawala yung mga data natin. When we close the console, no, disappear yung mga data natin. Pero kay dynamic kasi kahit i-close natin yung console natin, no, still no, nandun pa rin yung mga data natin. Okay? So like this one, no, kinlose ko na yung uh, application natin. So try nating i-run ulit, no? So let's say admin and then user. So still no, nandun pa rin yung mga data natin. So ganun yung mga dynamic system, no? Okay?